Later on The Tonight Show, Jay Bonds with family man Nicolas Cage, plus Easy Bacon with 10-year-old cook Alexandra Stewart, and the tunes of Dwight Yoakam. Your local news is next.
Good evening, I'm Bob Black. Coming up on 21 News, hear from a young mother whose infant son was brutally murdered. The state of Ohio has a new test for teachers and a temporary shutdown scheduled for GM Lordstown. 21 News starts now.
You're watching WFMJ TV 21, where 21 stands for more local news. This is 21 Action News, 11 p.m.
Two mothers mourn tonight. One because her infant son was murdered, the other because her young daughter is accused of the crime. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Black. Laura has the evening off. Tonight, a mother and father prepare a private funeral for a 2.5-month-old son, baby Alex. Police believe the couple's only son was murdered by a disturbed teenage girl. TV 21's Michelle Nix brings us the tale of two mothers who have loved and lost their children. But while one mother fights to help a child she claims has fallen through the cracks, the other vows to make her pay.
We just don't know. He was an angel. Never seen a kid so good in my life. She's just starting to smile.
Dawn Mraz should be preparing to celebrate Christmas with her 2.5-month-old son, Alex. Instead, she's preparing for his funeral.
She killed my son. The only thing I had to live for in my life. I can never come back, and I won't be happy until I see her dead.
Mraz is convinced family friend 14-year-old Jackie Colon knew right from wrong when she threw baby Alex from a window and then took 2 knives and stabbed the little boy to death.
She got problems. I'm not gonna lie. She got problems.
But you don't think that...
But if she had so much bad of problems, why didn't they keep her when her mother took her to the psychiatrist? Why didn't they do nothing about it?
The same question is being asked by the 14-year-old's mother, who says the system has failed them.
Why should she fall through the cracks? This baby died because she fell through the cracks. My daughter needs to be in a state facility. I think that she is psychotic.
Friends of both families fear what happened to Alex could happen again.
Another innocent child that's going to get killed because the state will not help mentally retarded kids, or she's not even that retarded. She should have been in counseling. They turned her down because they didn't have money to pay for it.
With more local news, I'm Michelle Nix.
A Pittsburgh teen is behind bars at this hour on $2 million bond. 18-year-old Kiloa Demery is charged with the weekend murder of Larry Williams. Police accused Demery of shooting Williams to death outside the Paris Inn early Sunday morning. Demery is also wanted for a murder in Pittsburgh. A former Louisville football coach pleads not guilty to sex charges. Anthony Panici faces 5 counts of sexual battery. He's accused of having contact with a 14-year-old cheerleader. Last spring, the Sheriff's Department confiscated computers and other evidence from Panici's home. We've just received word a few minutes ago that GM Lordstown is informing the United Auto Workers that it will shut down for 1 week, January 8th. This will affect all shifts at the fab and assembly plants. The move is in response to the slowdown in sales of General Motors cars. For years, organized crime has been a part of our culture. The same is true to a larger extent in Palermo, Italy. Well, Youngstowners who visited Palermo learned that the will of the people can change that culture. And that change started with the children.
For generations, children grew up believing the only thing in which they could trust was the Mafia. Because it controlled every institution, the people looked to the Mafia bosses for their jobs and for justice. They lived in fear without hope.
This is another sad Mafia legacy. National landmarks like the Istituto della Croce were left in ruins and perhaps may be lost. Thanks to corrupt public officials, money that was set aside to restore these historic landmarks instead went into the hands of the Mafia.
Today, there is hope. These children are learning there is something better. As an important part of this educational turnaround, children are adopting and helping to restore these important pieces of Palermo's past. By investing themselves, they achieve a sense of accomplishment and identify themselves with the positive side of Palermo's culture. The children become instruments of change.
litter bug campaign. That started with tips. Right. Kids would go home, the parents would go out to the Dairy Queen, the father would throw a napkin out the window, and the kid would say, "Dad, you shouldn't be a litter bug." And what we found is that during the 5 weekdays, the kids were working on the parents. On the weekends, if we can get the religious community work on the parents indirectly through those two vehicles, we have a chance to get people to change.
I certainly hope when we get back there that we're going to be able to look into a curriculum that contributes to helping young children and young adults understand the role of a civil society, what's involved in a civil society, what's involved in a lawful society, so that they'll be better citizens.
Our contract on the mob coverage continues Wednesday and Thursday, and tomorrow's report will explain how the mob paralyzed economic development in Palermo. But people who want to teach school in Ohio will soon have to pass another test. The State Board of Education will require new instructors to pass a performance exam before they get a teaching license. Most colleges already require education majors to pass a written exam. College graduates in spring 2002 will be the first group to be tested. After a 4-month investigation, Bridgestone Firestone has discovered a list of problems with the company's tires. Officials say there is a problem with the grooves. They are too deep where the tread meets the sidewall and tend to crack. The company says at the Decatur, Illinois plant, too much adhesive was used when the steel belts were molded to the rubber, weakening the tire. The results of the government's investigation are due out next year. Officials at Ford Motor Company are denying responsibility for the problems with Firestone's tires. The tire maker says Ford compounded the problem by adding weight to the Explorer and telling customers to use less air in the tires. Ford says the Explorer is not the problem. Firestone tires have been linked to 148 deaths in the United States. Plan on shivering if you're leaving the house tonight. Dr. Dave says we can expect more flurries, too. Let's find out if we'll get any more accumulation. Dave?
Well, fortunately, Bob, I do not expect much accumulation. You might see a few snowflakes on your windshield in the morning, but that should be about it. The high temperature today, we only reached 26 degrees after a morning low of 15. Here are the almanac numbers. The average high is up around 35 and the average low down near 22. So once again, we're well below average, and it looks like we'll stay well below average through the end of the year. Record high 58 back in 1957, and the record low on this day 3 below zero set back in 1989. I have an extended forecast that will feature Christmas Day. I'll have it for you in a couple of minutes.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Consumers were hoping for some good news from the Federal Reserve Chairman today, but no such luck. Alan Greenspan says there will be no change in interest rates. Local experts hope for a decrease within 6 to 12 months to get the market back online.
Consumer confidence at this point in time is, as we're seeing in some of the reports, is very good at what George W. Bush is doing, so confidence levels are good. One of the concerns I have, though, is that our spending and consumer debt is increasing, and that's a very inflationary sign, so we're using charge cards more than we should be.
Greenspan has said he would consider decreasing rates if necessary to keep the country out of a recession. His wife took their 5-year-old son and fled to Cuba, her homeland. Now this Florida man wants his child back in the States. And angry rumblings and hot ash are forcing some people to flee their homes while others choose to remain behind. And in sports, an early season showdown in the TAC 8. Pat will have highlights of Newton Falls and Girard.
Closed captioning is made possible through the support of Forum Health, bringing you the best care close to home.
Arby's introduces Market Fresh sandwiches, real deli-style sandwiches from a fast food restaurant. They're made with thick sliced honey wheat bread, all soft and fresh. Tender meats like slow-roasted ham, sliced just so. Delicious Swiss and the freshest toppings. Each made fresh for you. Authentic deli from a fast food restaurant. Now that's something you don't see every day. Unless you go to Arby's every day. Arby's new Market Fresh sandwiches satisfy your grown-up tastes.
Sometimes it's dreary outside, so it's fun to add lots of colors in the winter.
It's fun going to Walmart with friends.
We don't even know whose is what. We just kind of throw everything in one cart.
Sweaters, pants, scarves, hat, gloves, everything. They're in that one place.
So I can actually get a whole outfit, even with shoes. Great price. Comfy. Feels good. Comfy.
You can bundle up in layers and still look good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, your whole personality comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Honey, put the game down now. Come on, let's go.
It's hard to tear yourself away from Circuit City's new entertainment zone. It's got an expanded selection of the hottest new digital technology, like lots of digital and 35mm cameras you can try out, a cool interactive video game department, the latest PC software and upgrades, plus exciting MP3 products and more.
Honey, don't make me come back there.
Gotta go. Come see the all-new entertainment zone at Circuit City.
21 Action News is brought to you by Columbiana Ford.
Hi folks, Steve Bott, your truck man here for Columbiana Ford Mercury. I'm here to talk to you about truck season. What is truck season? It's 0.9 financing on all of our 2001 sport utility vehicles. You heard me correctly, folks. 0.9 financing available on sport utility vehicles. If you're not looking for a sport utility vehicle, maybe it's an F-150, a Ranger, Super Duty, folks, you're in luck. We have 1.9 financing available, rebates as large as $2,000. So remember, 'tis the season, truck season here at Columbiana Ford Mercury. Stop out and see us. We're located next to the Dutch House Restaurant in Columbiana.
You're watching 21 Action News with Bob Black and Maura Steele.
3 Florida residents are headed to prison tonight. They're accused of forcing an 11-year-old girl to sleep in a coffin-like box. The box was 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. The victim and her brother were taken from this home after school officials noticed bruises. One of the suspects is the girl's father. He and the others were sentenced to 5 years in prison. New developments tonight in a story we brought you last month. This Florida man is trying to bring his 5-year-old son back to the United States from Cuba. He's trying to convince his ex-wife to let him raise the boy in America. The child's mother boarded a fishing boat and took her 2 kids from Florida to Cuba. She was being investigated by Florida authorities on embezzlement charges when she left. In world news, tens of thousands in Mexico are tonight being asked to flee their homes. The nearby volcano is rumbling and spewing red-hot rocks into the air. The people who have fled are being placed in temporary shelters, but many refuse to leave and are staying behind to guard their livestock and their belongings. Scientists warn pressure is building and that could trigger a strong eruption. They're supposed to land on a runway, but this plane went down on a crowded interstate. The pilot says he was having mechanical trouble when he brought the plane in. No one was hurt, but the plane did hit a truck. The driver says he saw the plane coming at him just before it hit. The government is investigating. President-elect George W. Bush is now working on his cabinet selections. He's expected to announce several more appointments tomorrow. Earlier today, he met with President Clinton and Vice President Al Gore. Clinton says his advice to his successor is to get a good team and do what you think is right. And Clinton says Bush will inherit some economic challenges, but a recession will not be one of them. Late Christmas shoppers will have to brave snow and cold tomorrow. Dr. Dave will tell us if we can expect a warm up anytime soon. The Storm Tracker 21 forecast is next.
This live Storm Tracker Stormcast is brought to you by Glenview Village, the Valley's best retirement and nursing care facility.
My resolution? To have more fun.
I'll spend more time with my family.
This year, I'll save money. Make good on these resolutions. Get to the Chrysler year-end event. Now, for just $259 a month, lease the all-new award-winning Chrysler Sebring LX sedan with distinct styling and performance.
I will make it a point to be on time.
This resolution, you'll want to keep. The Chrysler year-end event.
I'm a Ford guy. I always have been, and I always will be.
And we'll make a Ford guy out of you, too, because now you can lease the built Ford Tough 2001 F-150 for only $289 a month. That's right, only $289 a month, 24 months, on America's best-selling truck 22 years straight. $289 a month on F-150 can't last forever, so you better hurry. The best trucks are built Ford tough. See 6 of the top 10 bestsellers at your local Ford store.
Hi, we're on a mission here. Last minute Christmas shopping. This is my boys. Purses for grandma. Let's see. Yeah. For some people, it's scary, but for us, it's exciting. How about this? High tech. We just swoop in and we get everything we need. It's the only way to shop. Hey, what are we gonna get for mom? I'm not sure we could do last minute shopping without Walmart. The price is good. The selection is awesome. Let's see what's down here. We always wait till last minute. It's a guy thing. The basket's full. We're out of here. Say bye. Good job, guys.
Arby's introduces Market Fresh Sandwiches. Real deli-style sandwiches from a fast food restaurant. Arby's new Market Fresh Sandwiches.
Coming up tomorrow on WFMJ Today, really last-minute gift ideas for people who waited to the last moment.
And in Healthy Living, how to deal with children who have bulimia. That's coming up.
You're watching the Storm Tracker 21 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Dr. Dave Walker, granted the seal of approval by the American Meteorological Society and a member of the National Weather Association.
Well, so far this season has just been pretty cold and pretty snowy. Maybe winter will lighten up a little bit. What do you think?
Well, not until the next year. How's that? It looks like we're going to stay cold for at least another 7 to 10 days in the area. And if anything falls out of those clouds, I believe it will be snow. How much snow have we had this season so far? It really hasn't been too bad. We've seen about 17.3 inches of snow this season, about 10.8 inches in December, a half of an inch of snow yesterday, and then after midnight last night till now, about 2.4 inches of the white stuff. Outside, we've got cloudy skies with a flurry out there, the temperature at 12 degrees. And with the winds whistling out of the west and southwest at 8 miles an hour, it feels like you're standing in still air at 1 degree below zero. So that wind is taking the heat away from our bodies right now. And we did pick up, as I say, about 1.6 inches of snow since midnight, and that melted down to about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Here's what the highs were today. We were up around 26. Dayton was at 25, 20 degrees up in Chicago. You go further north and west, once again, they get closer and closer to that Arctic air mass, 3 degrees up in International Falls and 9 degrees in Minneapolis. And it looks like another blast of cold air will be heading back into the area Thursday night into Friday. So just when we start to warm up again, another cold air mass will change our tune. Here's the high temperatures for tomorrow. Looks like we'll be in the 20s. In fact, we'll probably stay with our highs in the 20s for the next 5 or 6 days. Another blast of cold air beginning to move southward. Now, the thing to watch will be another low pressure system up here moving to the south and east. And this low pressure system, like the last 2 low pressure systems, will be rather strong. And the main center will be up over the Great Lakes states, and it looks like it'll be passing to the north of our area. And another low pressure system will be moving up along the south. For us, I think we're good. We're going to get some snow, probably 1 to 2 inches of snow, most likely coming Thursday afternoon, Thursday night into Friday morning. Then we get on the back side of the system and the thermometers drop again and another cold air mass heads our way. Well, here's my forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, occasional flurries, no accumulation. The low temperature is down around 10 degrees. We're about 2 degrees from that right now. For tomorrow, I expect to see partly sunny conditions at best. There will be battles with those clouds from time to time with a few flurries. Highs only up around 23 degrees. For tomorrow night, partly cloudy, cold and dry, lows down near 16. And then we go to the extended forecast, and the last day of this extended forecast is Christmas Day, which would be Monday. And I'm expecting flurries, another blast of cold air, and that 25 might be a little optimistic. It might actually end up being a little bit colder, but do expect that snow coming back into our lives on Thursday with some more flurries on Saturday and again on Christmas Day. So I do believe we will have a white Christmas this year.
You're really going out on a limb for that one, huh?
Yeah, I sure am. Well, 6 days.
All right. Thanks, Dave. 3 men will be spending Christmas a long way from home. They're aboard the space station Alpha. They'll spend the holiday earth-gazing and eating a turkey dinner of sorts. The astronauts do have gifts to open, but they have to wait until Christmas morning, and there's no peeking allowed. Seems like we can't live without them these days. Researchers are now trying to find out if cell phone use causes cancer. Jennifer Balagush will tell you about a new study just out in tonight's Healthy Living. And these sea lions do a lot more than hunt for fish.
Get the Storm Tracker 21 forecast all day, plus the latest from 21 News with Scott Schneider and Lori Lahusky. Weekday mornings on Hot 101.
Magical gifts to stuff your stockings with. Turn on the fun. Best Buy.
Celebrate the Jeep year-end clearance with noisemakers, a little bubbly, and exceptional values on legendary Jeep 4x4s, like Grand Cherokee. Buy one with 4.9% APR and save over $2,900 in financing. Or, returning Daimler Chrysler lessees with preferred credit can lease one for just $369 a month. So ring in the new year at the Jeep year-end clearance with great values and, of course, the obligatory fireworks. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
People who are involved in a collision are often hurt twice, once in the accident and once when the insurance company refuses to pay a fair claim. If you're in the process of a double hurt, call Anzalotti, Sperling, Pazel, and Small. We're your partners for justice.
Did you know that Allstate and other insurance companies are now using a computer program to determine whether you've been injured in an accident, regardless of what your doctors say? Now more than ever, you need Anzalotti, Sperling, Pazel, and Small, your partners for justice.
Deer Creek Die-Cast Racing Collectibles, the largest dealer of hard-to-find racing collectibles between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Find all the NASCAR favorites: Earnhardt Jr., Gordon, Wallace, the Labonte brothers, and local hero Dave Blaney. Shop NHRA Top Fuel Dragsters featuring Dartmouths and Bernstein, the funny cars of John Force, World of Outlaws, and Pro Stock, collectible banks, transporters, dualies, super trucks, and airplanes. Deer Creek Die-Cast Racing Collectibles, State Route 304 in Hubbard. Phone 534-1826.
Waiting for those huge after-Christmas deals on decorations? Well, we've got them now. Actually, we've got way too many. So Big Lots is having a spectacular Christmas clearance event right now. That means you get an extra 40% off our already low closeout prices, just in time for the holidays. So visit Big Lots Christmas aisle, and at 40% off the closeout price, you might want to hurry. Big Lots, brand names, closeout prices.
You're watching Healthy Living in Our Valley with Jennifer Balagush.
In tonight's Healthy Living, good news for cell phone users. Concerns that cellular phones might increase the risk of brain cancer appear to be unfounded. According to the Journal of the American Medical Association, 900 people were observed in this latest study. Other studies are underway, particularly on the newer digital phones. Researchers are testing a new kind of biopsy that might make diagnosis easier for patients who suspect breast cancer. Instead of surgery, doctors are looking into needle biopsies or mammatomes. The mammatome takes tissue samples from the tumor and also uses ultrasound. This new procedure gives a better reading on tumors, especially for the 80% that turn out not to be cancerous. Another device using ultrasonic shock waves may help keep you on your feet. The FDA just approved Oscitron, and it helps get rid of heel spurs. It involves 1,500 shock waves pounding into the heel. Now, you can't just walk into your doctor's office and ask for their procedure. You must be a candidate, and you must be treated for heel pain for at least 6 months without relief. And that's Healthy Living in Our Valley. I'm Jennifer Balagush.
The government has just released its findings on the best and worst cars for fuel economy. The Honda Insight, Honda Civic, and Toyota Echo top the list as best on mileage. The worst 3 models made by Rolls-Royce all get less than 15 miles a gallon. The average for the 2000 model year is 24 miles a gallon. That's the lowest, by the way, since 1980. And if you have to worry about fuel economy, you shouldn't have a Rolls-Royce. The good test for the YSU Lady Penguins tonight as they hosted Pitt. Pat's here with more in sports. You'll hear from Mario Lemieux tonight.
That's right. You read my mind on that one. That's right. The big guy had his first practice since 1997. He practiced with his teammates today, and you'll hear from the big guy coming up in sports.
Tell us about more local news in your neighborhood. Call our toll-free line or send us an email at news@wfmj.com.
I tell you, I know enough about Ford trucks that any Ford truck would work on my farm.
Accept only the best-built, best-selling trucks in America and get a Built Ford Tough 2001 Ranger Super Cab for just $199 a month for 24 months. Ranger's the best-selling compact pickup in America, and you can get into one for just $199 a month for 24 months. But you better hurry.
The best trucks are Built Ford Tough.
See 6 of the top 10 bestsellers at your local Ford store.
Christmas is a time for giving and loving. We're doing a project called Adopt a Family. It's really fun when you bring in the money because you get to count it. It's like, whoa, we have that much.
One of the best parts for me is going to shop at Walmart.
Walmart is really cool. It has like almost everything.
We buy tons of presents. It's nice to know they're doing something for a child that probably never had a nice Christmas.
Giving is one of the best things that you could do. I like it when I make people be happy. It feels great.
This holiday season, Zales is the place to find quarter-carat diamond jewelry set in white gold for only $99. Earrings, heart pendants, diamond rings. Your choice, just $99. And with any purchase of $99 or more, you can get this flower box with diamond earrings and a pendant for just $29. Give her ornaments she can wear all year round. At Zales stores nationwide or shop online at zales.com.
Fresca means fresh-baked Italian focaccia during Perkins Focaccia Fresca Days. Tasty focaccia sandwich value starting at $5.99. Try the new Sicilian and just wait till you taste the new zesty Tuscan chicken or the Italian burger, all served with our seasoned golden fries. So come to Perkins Focaccia Fresca Days, fresh-baked and perfectly prepared by Perkins. Buonissimo.
Perkins, always something fresh and new.
Welcome to the Walmart jewelry department. This one is a herringbone and it's 20 inches long.
That looks awesome on your wrist.
It's like Christmas every day.
Treat yourself today. Spend your husband's money.
Everything here is from Walmart. Yes, I think we have the best selection. Diamonds, gemstones, gold, watches.
Sapphires. Do you like sapphires?
And the quality is beyond your imagination.
Walmart, where fine jewelry doesn't have to cost a fortune.
I go a little crazy sometimes.
You're watching Double Covered Sports with Pat Saunders and Dana Ballish.
The YSU Lady Penguins look to continue their progress tonight when they hosted the Pittsburgh University Lady Panthers. Pitt entered with a 4-4 mark and again posed a problem in the middle where the Lady Penguins had no one to match up with Pittsburgher players. But early on, it was the outside players, not the inside players. Brooke Stewart, the three-pointer for the Lady Panthers, get them off and running. Then they go inside. Maddie Wittenmeyer in the post starts a 17-2 run to start the game for Pittsburgh. Then Stewart again. Fast break, she finishes it off, and the Lady Panthers are in control of this one. Ed DeGregorio goes to his bench, calls on Allison Vogren. Baseline jumper. She had a big night, 17-8 Pitt. Then Allison Vogren again. This time she gets fed inside from Breanne Keneally for 2, and it's 21-15. Second half, Keneally starts going 15-footer. It's 59-41 Pitt. Then again, inside, Mandy Wittenmeyer for Pitt with an easy layup. Pitt's in control of this one, and one more time, inside in the blocks. Wittenmeyer for 2, final score. Pitt knocks off the Lady Penguins, 86-67.
We're down 29-27, and Monica Vickerville broke her nose, and I think the rest of the kids thought that the game ended right there because we didn't want to get hurt like Mon just got hurt.
We have a lot of respect for Youngstown. They play very hard. I know the coach. I don't know him well, but I know he's a winner. His kids always play hard, and I always admire the way they play. And I just got to give hats off to them. But I thought we came out as a team and did very, very well.
High school basketball tonight, a couple of games we checked out, including a battle on the TAC 8 as Girard hosted Newton Falls. Let's go to Girard. Some pretty good highlights here. And just before the half, Newton Falls, Dan McWilliams hits the jumper from the foul line. He had a team-high 16 points. Girard gets a 4-point play. You don't see this often on any level of basketball. Jason Collins hits the three-pointer, gets fouled. He had a game-high 19. Jeff Stenley of Newton Falls, the jumper, in the lane as the Tigers battle back and forth with Girard. Then Walter Jones of Girard nails the long three-pointer. These two guys, they're rooting for, they don't know who they want to root for. They're battling in the stands. There's a three-pointer. Girard wins 64-54. Let's go to Fitch. Pretty good game here. Struthers taking on Fitch. Fitch is Fred Lewis with the baseline runner. He led all scorers with 20 points, gets it up and down. Nice drive there by Fred Lewis. And Jim Russell Struthers dished to Pat Watt. The long two-pointer, he led Struthers with 14 points. Fitch's Michael Simmons gets his own rebound on this one, puts it back up, gets it, puts it back up, and then Fitch falls to Struthers 53-52. Now, with the money raised going to cancer research, the Jimmy V Classic got underway tonight. The college basketball tournament pits 4 of the top men's teams in the country. We're going to check out Tennessee taking on Virginia. This one was all Virginia. This is Keith Friel with the three-pointer. He had 16 points. Then Donald Hand, check this move out on the baseline. The guard for Virginia finished with 21. Virginia knocks off Tennessee big time, 107-89. The countdown is on for the return of Mario Lemieux. The Penguins owner is set to return to the lineup on December 27th. The big guy worked out today with the team for the first time since 1997. Lemieux retired then, due in part to the rules of the NHL that did not protect the big-time players. For now, Lemieux is enjoying his chance to get back on the ice, and believe it or not, he was nervous before the workout.
And last night I was nervous, which I didn't think I was going to be, but had trouble sleeping for a while and just thinking about practicing with the guys again, and really didn't know too much what to expect on the ice. But right now I feel pretty good about my progress over the last couple of weeks, and about my practice today. I feel pretty good about my improvement.
Now, the Cleveland Indians announced today a reshuffling of the Mahoning Valley Scrappers coaching staff. The single-A affiliate of the Tribe will have a new skipper next June when the season starts, and he will be Chris Bando, the brother of Sal Bando. Also on the bench is a new pitching coach, Ken Rowe, and Rick Gutierrez. Now, the team also announced that their schedule will be released on January 2nd. Astros first baseman Jeff Bagwell is the latest player to go into baseball and strike it rich. Bagwell signed a contract extension to stay with the Astros worth over $85 million over 5 years. Now, Bagwell could have become a free agent, but instead chose to stay in Houston, a team that he has played for 10 years. The contract is the third richest in baseball history. On the sports scan, Alonzo Mourning, even though he's not playing, is the NBA's leading vote getter in the Eastern Conference among centers. Pitcher Pat Henkin signs a 2-year contract with the Baltimore Orioles, and Troy Aikman will miss play this weekend in Dallas, perhaps ending his career in the NFL. Now, going back throughout the year and some of the big highlights in sports, this is how the Stanley Cup was won this past year, as New Jersey in double overtime knocked off Dallas. And this has got to be considered one of the great catches in baseball this year. This is not there. This is Stan Javier for the Seattle Mariners. Check this catch out against San Diego. He goes up. Now, they were saying he just went to a longer glove, pulls it back in, and grabs it. How's that for a catch in the concentration? That's got to be one of the great highlights and great catches of baseball this year.
You could say he was focused.
And so he's got to earn, what, $7-8 million just for that catch?
No. All right, thanks, Pat. Next, Dr. Dave updates the forecast, and we'll introduce you to a couple of singing sea lions.
Come on with me, okay? Silent night. Everybody now. Holy night. Yeah.
Don't miss the holiday electronics celebration going on now at Kmart, where this RCA DVD player is just $189.99. This CD boombox with AM/FM stereo just $34.99. And this Nokia prepaid cell phone only $29.99 with mail-in rebate. Hurry in to the Kmart Holiday Electronics Celebrations.
Hey, it's later than you think, so start saving now on great gifts for everyone on your list, like a canvas and wood chair or a tray lamp, just $29. Save over one-half. Take home an oak finish curio cabinet or a tapestry accent chair for just $99. Save over one-half. And choose from a huge selection of recliners for him or her, starting at just $199. Every item is available for immediate pickup or delivery, but you better hurry, because when Christmas comes, these prices go. Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Pretty chilly out there tonight.
That's right, but unlike last night, we won't be getting the snow that we saw. Last night getting about 2 inches. Tonight, just a few flurries, lows dropping down to about 10 degrees. Tomorrow, I expect partly sunny skies, still a few flurries. Temperatures back down to about 16 tomorrow night. And extending the forecast, it looks like our next snowmaking system will hit on Thursday and then cooling off again on Friday with the highs only in the low 20s on Friday. Maybe some more flurries over the weekend and Christmas Day.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Just about everybody likes to hear holiday music this time of year, and some like to showcase their vocal talents. Soon to be a hit on Letterman, I'm sure. It didn't take Clyde and Seymour long to learn all those notes. Thanks for joining us tonight. Jay Leno is next, and join Scott, Glenn, and Susan, 5 a.m. for WFMJ Today.
You're watching NBC, America's